as much as anyone has ever been so cruel to me in my life, I would not wish this for anyone. That day was so horrific. I fainted twice. I was in disarray. I was crying, so scattered. And to even crown it all, most people didn't care. Some took videos of me that day. And this is my story of how I was scammed. Hi, my name is Azbike Felda and you're welcome to my channel. Yes, mood is gloomy, but remembering all that experience is so sad and something I do not wish for my worst enemy. But I have to grow, I have to, and I felt the need to share this story to people out there so they don't fall victims. And it's something that is a horrific experience that I would not want anyone, even if you're an enemy, to encounter. So that day, it was March of last year, I was at work, and let me just say briefly things that happened before then. A friend of mine asked me, two friends of mine actually asked me for money that day, and I gave one of them, and the other one I didn't have the amount she was calling for, and that was it. I was working as usual. Everything was going smoothly. It was a Monday morning until I just, usually at work, I just check my pops on Instagram, messages on WhatsApp. Funny enough, I didn't do that as frequent I used to. I was so busy that Monday morning, I was distracted so much. And then I just said, let me just check it up, let me just check the time. I think it was the time, or no, I just wanted to check Instagram to see my posts and notifications and read all the updates. And then I saw two debits select. I was like, what's going on? I was my phone all day. My phone was beside me on the table all day. I didn't leave my table all day since I came in the morning. I didn't leave my table. I didn't even go to urinate. Like, what's going on? And this money, I'm telling you, it's literally my life savings. It's money that I had put aside for my masters, and I was beyond horrified. I was like, what? That was when I fainted the first time, and they revived me, and I was like, what happened? They were like, everybody was like, what happened? It was so cloudy when I opened my eyes, and they were like, what happened? What's going on? What, did somebody die? Like, no, nothing, nobody died. Like, my accounts, money. I was just saying money. And I showed my boss the alert, and they were like, oh my god, what am I going to do about it? He said I should go to the bank immediately. Fortunately for me, I knew my accountant. I knew the accountant in charge of my account, and I called her immediately to notify her of what was happening, and she said I should come to the bank immediately because I had to write a letter and some other things. I got to the bank. There was a queue. Like, you know, this COVID time, you have to sit outside the gates of the outside the bank in a canopy, and then you have to. I could not. I could not breathe. I was losing my breath. My head was just turning, and something else happened. My phone, the phone I use for my transfers, was going off and on. I was like, what's going on? Like, what is going on? Anytime I try to put up the phone, it goes off on its own. Anytime I try to put up the phone, it goes off on its own. I was just confused. I was scared. I was just scared. And so immediately I had to let the security people know what was happening. It's not like I was being dramatic. I was trying my best to be coordinated, but then, you know, something you've worked for a whole year has saved in this Nigeria that is so how it is. I'm not going to say bad, I'm trying to be positive. Nigeria that is getting better. And it was they allowed me in. And that's why I really like my bank a lot. They allowed me in, they helped me out. They gave me the chance to state my complaints and everything, and they kept saying that somebody close to you did this to you, someone close to you did this to you, because it was an app fraud. So they felt like somebody in your family knows your password or something. I'm like, no, nobody, no, my sister would not do that to me, my in-law would not do that to me, my nephews, no. I was just thinking, how, where, like, how in the world, who would have done this to me? Honestly, I didn't know, and I was like, let's just see how, if anything could be done to just, anything could be done. Fortunately for me, I they told me to write a letter and all the procedure and customer care. I said there's nothing they could do, it has already left my account. And then I was like so frustrated, I was crying, I was fainting, my hand was shaking. I went home. My colleagues were like, okay, since this person debited transferred money, there was an account. Fortunately for me, there was an account it was transferred to, and I was like, okay, fine, let's see what can I do about this, because before the other bank get notified, and it was already like, I'm talking about 3, yes, before the other bank get notified, person might have tried to remove the money from their account. And then I myself, I was so like, I was just, I didn't have my complete senses to me. Like, I didn't know. I feel like my I don't know, I was just so scattered that day. I was in tears. I was thinking of how hard it took for me to raise that money. And I really do not wish this to anybody. But long and short of it is that someone then suggested, and I'm so grateful for this person. The person suggested that I should try and go to the other bank and see if I can try to block the account or something. And I'm like, how will I block somebody else's account? They said, yeah, fine, just go, show them the transfer, and then see what they can do about it. And then I went to the other party's bank, and no, it was so late. Yes, it was so late, I could not go to the bank, but I had to call the customer care of the bank within the state. So when I called them, fortunately for me, they picked. I explained to them my order, and then they said yes, they saw the transfer, and the most important question was, is the money still in the account? Because I was in tears. They said I should calm down, that yes, the money is in the account. I'm like, God, thank God it is in the account, because I don't know how. Yes, it was in the account and they could easily withdraw it, but I don't know how I would have been, like, I would have just be dead completely. So they told me that they could help me block accounts for, no, not block the account, we hold that money for 24 hours, and then if I could do anything to make sure the account get blocked, or try to notify the forces or the police, and anything that I could do, that I should do it. And then Scots were on strike. Like, this person really targeted me. I was like, God, what will I do? What will I do? So I just had to rush down to the police station, and I must applaud the police station in Kaladimawa. Here in Abuja, they really helped me. Unlike the normal thing that they always say, police is not your friend, blah blah blah. They were really helpful. They helped me out. They listened to me. They did the processing and everything, and they followed me to the bank the next day and filed I think it's something, a report or statement, I don't know. They sent something to them in order for them, the account to be blocked, only for us to get to the bank. And this person in the night tried to move the money. I was just like, thank gracious for that person that told me to go to that bank, that made me go contact the other party's bank. And the person that picked my call, that listened to me immediately and helped me to withhold the money. I'm so grateful to them, because it's because of them and the police force, of course, the person's account was blocked, and it took like 2 weeks in order for me to, for that money to be, for the transfer to be investigated before the money was reversed to me. And I'm so grateful for all the officers that were involved in the process and all the people that were involved in the process. This is not a story to, this is a story to, first of all, I'm going to thank God. He's King of Kings, Lord of Lords, Alpha and Omega, the one that maketh a way where there's no way. He's the one that helped me out. There's no how you tell me I will recover this money ordinarily. It is God that made everything possible, and I'm going to applaud him. I'm going to say, you are my God. You're my defender, my protector. You're my God in whom I trust. Because if not for God, I don't know how I would have gotten this money back. And then the efforts of the police, the efforts of the bank staffs, they really helped me out, and I must really commend on that. And also, I want to talk to a scammer, in case you're watching me and you're a scammer. Please, Nigeria is hard enough, and then you want to add extra tears to people's eyes. You want to break people's. I pray that you change. I pray that you come to understand that it's not really a source of living. It's not really a way to earn a living. There are other genuine, honest ways you can earn a living, and you can get that money you want to get. It just takes time and hard work. And for other people out there, my dear, in the next video, which I'm going to upload, I'm going to give you tips on how to protect yourself from scammers. And don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment this video. Yes, I recovered my money back, and I'm so grateful to God about it. And that was the most hardest period of my life. That was the most, you know, when you feel like you're okay and life is fine with you and everything is going comfortably, and something just strikes from nowhere. That was how I felt. That was how it was for me. I wasn't believing, because I had already taken all precautions, and I don't know how this happened to me. Like, and my phone that was going off and on, like, I don't know what happened to it. It was later on someone told me that my phone was cloned, so many things. So in the next video, which I'm going to upload, I'm going to be telling you on ways to protect yourself from scammers and the different kinds of scam, and also how to just protect yourself, how to protect your ATM, how to protect your money in bank accounts from being scammed. Thank you so much. See you. I meet you next time. Bye.